This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Agatavach. It's very interesting when the astronauts landed on the moon for the first time. One small step for man. So the image was sent around to the whole world, and yet there were many Yidden who sort of did not want to believe that such a thing was possible. How could human beings go on the moon? The pasuk says, "Hashamayim, Shamayim Lashem, v'aretz nasan l'vnei Adam." The Gemara even says in the first parak of Sukkah, "May olam lo yarda shchina lamata me'asara, v'lo Moshe v'Eliyah lamala me'asara." That it seems that human beings are not given the ability to go up to the atmosphere. And at that time, there was a certain tzaddik by the name of Rabbi Yosef Scheinberger. This is reported in the Sefer Divrei Harav, and he was in New York. And he came to Rabbi Yoshe bar Soloveitchik to discuss this with him. How do you speak to Yidden who have a very traditional viewpoint, and perhaps correctly so, that human beings are not authorized in the Shamayim? So Soloveitchik's, the way he saw it to explain is based on the Ramban. The Ramban in the beginning of Parshas Bereishis says that when it says Bereishis ba'alekim es hashamayim v'es haaretz, the term es hashamayim v'es haaretz, that the Shamayim was created out of one type of matter, one type of hiyuli. We know Hashem created the heavens, yesh me'ayin, and the aretz was created from a different type of hiyuli, a different type of chaymer. And the truth is, the Torah doesn't discuss at all the creation of the Shamayim. For example, the Malachi Hasharis. Torah doesn't say when they were created, what they were made out of, how they were created. That's part of the Shamayim. The Torah doesn't discuss the Shamayim. The Torah now zooms in on the Aretz. So everything discussed from here on in, be it the Shemesh, the Koichavim, the Yareach, this is all begeder Eretz. This is all Eretz. The sky as we know it, the sun, the moon, the stars as we know it, is not begeder Shamayim. This is all begeder Eretz. So explain, says Rav Soloveitchik, that when the Torah says Hashamayim, Shamayim Lashem v'ha'aretz nasan l'bnei Adam, the sun, the moon, and the stars, that's all the Aretz. So people of course are able to go there. V'ha'aretz nasan l'bnei Adam. And the Sefer reports that this understanding was given over to these Yidden in Mea Sharim, and this was something that sat well with them. So again, this is based on the premise that when the Torah says Haaretz, the Haaretz encompasses all of matter that is relevant to us, be it the earth that we refer to as earth, or be it the sky. Now, this would fit well with what the Torah says on the fourth day about the Ma'oros. It says V'hayu l'Ma'oros, not Bishamayim, but Berkia Hashamayim. Maybe that's why the Torah goes out of its way, that the Ma'oros are Berkia Hashamayim. What I was troubled by is this really the case, that the sun, the moon, and the stars are in the Aretz? We say every day in Tehillim, in the Halalukas, in Parakuf Memches, Haluhu min Hashamayim, Halu bamroimim, Halu kol malachav, Halu kol tzvav. So clearly the malachim are part of the Shamayim. We say Halu min Hashamayim, Halu kol malachav, Halu kol tzvav, Haluhu shemesh v'yareach, Halu kol koich v'yar. Clearly David HaMelech is referring to the shemesh and the yareach and the koichavim as the Shamayim, because then soon David HaMelech says Halu min haaretz, Halu taninim v'chol tahaymos. So clearly Eitz peri v'chol arazim, hachaya v'chol behema. Clearly, when we categorize Shamayim v'aretz, the shemesh, the yareach, and the koichavim are part of the Shamayim, and the eitz and the taninim and the mayim are part of the aretz. So how could we say that aretz encompasses the ma'oros? On the other hand, according to this understanding of Soloveitchik, that the aretz includes the heavens as we know it, this would explain why by the fifth day of creation, it says, Vayomer Elokim, Yishutzu Hamayim Sheretz Nefesh Chaya, V'oif Ya'oifef Al Ha'aretz. The birds flying on the earth. What do you mean on the earth? They're flying in the heavens. No, they're flying in the earth. The earth encompasses everything that we know it, be it the actual earth or be it even the heavens. Nevertheless, what's interesting is, later on, it says, V'yirdu b'dgas hayam uva'oif hashamayim. So there the birds are considered flying in the heavens. Unless you have to say that the term Shamayim actually could have one of two meanings. In the first pasuk of Bereishis, when we talk about Shamayim v'aretz, compared to the aretz, Shamayim is in a realm that is well beyond us. And aretz encompasses everything within our realm, including the luminaries. However, in Tehillim, when David HaMelech breaks down the Shamayim and aretz into two, and he groups the Shemesh, Yerech, and Kechavim into the Shamayim, relative to Eretz, the Shamayim is the sky as we know it. In the pasuk HaShamayim, Shamayim LaShem v'aretz nasan l'bnei Adam, there Shamayim means the upper realms, even beyond what's in our realm. So it would seem that the word Shamayim could have one of two meanings: either the Shamayim above the Rakia, and that is LaShem, but sometimes Shamayim could mean just the atmosphere above the Aretz. Others ask that how is it possible that astronauts landed on the moon? We say in Kir Savana, Kishem Shani Roike Knegdech, Beineyachal Legoyabach. We're not able to touch the moon, so too Kachla Yuchlu Kol Oyev Goya Bilarosha. So how could astronauts have landed on the moon? Doesn't seem to be much of a question. Under normal circumstances, when one says Kiddush Savana, it is usually quite impossible to be in contact with the moon. Be it as it may, this should give us some thought as to what exactly is the precise definition of the Shamayim. It seems to be a relative word. Wishing everyone a gitavach, a gezintavach, a mazel dikavach, a freilichavach, a lichtigenvach, v'yalskit.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.